While several were charged last night, there was a major announcement Multnomah County's new district attorney made today. He will not be prosecuting misdemeanors associated with the last 75 days of Portland protests. Fox 12's MARILYN Deutsch was at that press conference this morning and joins us from the Multnomah County Courthouse. MARILYN?
Good afternoon. Well, Mike Schmidt has only been on the job for about 2 weeks. He was elected as the reform candidate with roughly 75% of the vote. Today, he got started with reform. He announced that he will not prosecute protesters who are simply exercising their right to free speech. The DA's office says the Portland Police Bureau has referred more than 400 misdemeanor cases to his office, all in connection with the protests. Those include charges such as disorderly conduct and interfering with police officers. Those charges will now not be prosecuted. However, he did say that felony cases such as riot and assaulting a police officer will be prosecuted, though consideration may be given to the chaos of the protest environment.
This policy acknowledges that the factors that lead to the commission of criminal activity during a protest are incredibly complex. The protesters are angry, yes, deeply frustrated with what they perceive to be structural inequities in our basic social fabrics. And this frustration can escalate to levels that violate the law. Some of those violations are impermissible by any standard, resulting in physical violence, injury, and worse. Others represent the instinctive reactions of people who have been gassed repeatedly, who have been struck with kinetic projectile weapons, and who have seen other protesters arrested in ways that they deeply disapprove of. This policy acknowledges that centuries of disparate treatment of our Black and brown communities have left deep wounds, and that the healing process will not be easy or quick. This policy acknowledges that our county dollars are extremely limited and that prosecutions should be guided by what the data tells us about how to best invest these dollars to maximize public safety.
Of 150 felony charges referred to the DA's office, such as riot and violence against police officers, DA Schmidt says they have decided to prosecute about 50 of them, though 100 more are being reviewed. DA Schmidt said he had help from his transition team, including a former assistant chief of police, in crafting his decision. He says he did talk to Police Chief Chuck Lavelle and Multnomah County Sheriff Mike Reese before making today's announcement. He did not characterize their reactions. Now, DA Schmidt is calling this a developing policy and just a start as he tries to reform criminal justice here in Multnomah County. Live from the Multnomah County Courthouse, MARILYN Deutsch, Fox 12 Oregon.